ladies in the place with style and grace. Embrace.
Motherhood, sex, marijuana in the motherfucking building. I'm your girl Ruby Doll, and we have some amazing and special guests that I'd like to introduce you to. Before I do that, I would like to remind everybody that we have the Weed Man present. Shout out Devotion. Hey. Devotion will be our weed man for today. If you would like to join us on the show, or you would like to be a weed man, or you have any questions, or you got an amazing story, we'd like to hear it. So hit us up at motherhoodsexmarijuana.com. All right. Well, I'm a little nervous because I know these people personally, and they've known me for a long, long time. And the reason why we're talking to these great folks here, I have my sis Cali Rain, and I have Devotion to my left here. And we're going to be talking a lot about the subject matter. However, we need some introductions. I'm going to let Cali Rain introduce herself, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit after that.
Hey, what's up? This is Cali Rain from California. I'm nervous. I have no idea what to say. It's okay. This is Cali Rain. I'm from California, and shout out Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana.
Thank you
for having us on here as special guest.
Thank you. Shout out to my girl Kai Storm as well.
Shout out to Kai Storm.
Yes, she couldn't join us via the Zoom call, but it's okay. We still pushing and we still doing this. Now, a little story about Caliego, and then I'll get over to Devotion for a little bit. I'm in California right now. I came out here to handle some family business. Shout out to my family. I love you all. And y'all some crazy motherfuckers, for real. And so Cali Rain is my sis. So she's my sis through marriage. This is my brother. And more about him later because I don't want to start crying right now. No, I'm just kidding. As far as my sis goes, she is, aside from being family, she's an amazing artist. She writes her own content. She can rap, she can compose music, she produces, she does a lot of shit. But one thing that I admire about her is just that she's just so down and loyal. She's just one of the most loyal women that I've ever met. I love her dearly and I admire her so much. She's also a mother. She's a freaking good ass mother as well. She gave birth to my nephews and niece, and so we're going to be talking about motherhood, of course. Also, she likes to smoke as well. You know what I mean? What is your preferred way to smoke?
As in, like, blunts?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I prefer pipes.
Okay.
I prefer
glass pieces. Awesome. She does prefer glass pieces. I found that it's other avenues,
like blunts, joints.
Okay.
But glass is my preference.
Okay, awesome. And so a story about my sis over here. I'm gonna stop calling you my sis because we need to be professional. Okay, now about this woman right here. I had to live with her family for a couple of times in my life. And I will never be able to repay them for being so good to me. And I don't know. I just clown on them all the time because they're bougie as hell. But it's like, it's a good thing. It's not like there's no hating or nothing. I love them. I just love how they have their shit together. You know what I mean? Like, you come into their house, it smells all nice and shit. Things are in order, you know? So that's exciting, especially when you're like in your 30s and that shit matters. You know what I mean? So shout out to my kids. I haven't seen my kids for about a week.
Shout out to the kids.
Yes, to the kiddos. Shout out to the kids.
What up, nephew, Boba?
Mm-hmm. We also have a very special person here that's going to be omnipresent, just like the Lord. I need some blasphemy. But this is my queen. Her name is Janet. And she's going to be adding her input as well from time to time about the subject at hand, and she'll be smoking this good weed with us. And so over here we have Devotion again. Like I said, he's my brother. So when I was little, I always felt like uncool, right? I felt uncool. I felt untouched, uncared for. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just felt like I did my own thing, and like my siblings had their own thing all the time, right? And I always wanted to be a part of them, but it was always my brother Devo that, and my sister Nat, that made me feel like I was part of the group. You know what I mean? Devo's a phenomenal father. Also, he taught me how to distinguish what's good weed and what's bad weed, because we only smoke quality over here. And shout out to our big brother Bo, who passed away very recently in 2019. He is who got us into smoking weed for sure. No. I shouldn't say that. He educated on the proper things, whether it came from techniques, quality, whatever, business-wise. He put us up on game. We love you, Bo. One thing that we've all learned from his passing is that like we just have to be kinder to ourselves and kinder to each other. And I'm grateful that my siblings and I have gotten closer. So, to the about weed. When did you start smoking weed, Beps? Or excuse me, Callie?
Beps is my nickname. My close peeps name.
Yeah, so you can't call her Beps. You try, then she's not going to answer you, because only her peeps can call her that.
Okay, I was 13 when I took my first hit of weed. Shout out to my cousin EJ out there in San Diego. But I loved it, and since then I would medicate here and there. I've gotten a lot better. Now it's for different purposes, but back then it was more like, recreational. Okay. Now it's actual medication for me.
I can dig that. Yeah. I like that. I started smoking weed at 13 too, I think, around there. I don't know why I started smoking weed. I think it was more like I caught wind of it, like being a thing, and I was just curious, like automatically. And I just once I tested that and filled that curiosity, it was just downhill from there, really, because we ain't never stopped. All right, cool. Diva, when did you start smoking weed? Or Devotion. Hey. When did you start smoking weed?
Well, my name's Devotion.
Yeah, you can't call him anything but that.
I think I started around 15, freshman year.
Okay.
I was always accused by my older brothers of always getting high or always smoking, on my spare time in school, but never did. After school, one time, freshman year, one of my Usos had a little something, and then a whoop whoop went up, and it was pretty cool from there. And I was walking home from school, and I remember it was a cloudy, gloomy day, and I was just looking up, and the clouds were just like getting heavier and heavier, and then
wonderful.
Like sister said, it was pretty much downhill from there.
And look at this. Look at this. He can roll a blunt. That is for sure.
Hey.
Fafatai love a brother. Fafatai means thank you in Samoan if you don't know. All right, cool. Now, what would you do, Callie, if one of your children said, "Mommy, I want to smoke weed," and they're not 18 yet?
Actually, my boys, they're teenagers, you know that. They're teenagers, and they're 15 and 16, and because I was experiencing things at that age, I'm not saying that I wouldn't have a problem with it because they're still young, but before my boys even expressed any interest in marijuana, I actually told my son that, I had a conversation with my older son that, I know you're in high school, and I know, you and your friends are going to be doing things that we might not know. But just in case you ever try to smoke weed or you do smoke weed, I'm just going to let you know right now that if you do, try not to panic. Just make sure you chill and relax and don't be all up in your thoughts.
That's great advice, actually.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
I wanted
Do you
to,
want this or no?
I wanted to let them know that because I know how it is as a teenager, and I know that
Teenagers are cheeky.
Yeah, but also like challenges when you start things like weed or like alcohol, like you don't know how to handle things like that.
That's actually great advice because it's realistic. It's realistic because, I mean, and I like that you said that you hope that they wouldn't. And ultimately, like, that's how I feel with the kids too. I would hope that they wouldn't. Why? Because smoking weed gets expensive. Also, why? You know what I mean? I wish that I didn't like it as much, to be very honest with you. But here we are. Now, we do have real conversations like that. And what would you say to one of your children if they asked you if they could smoke weed with you at like 15?
Sit your ass down. That's what I would say. I would honestly say sit your ass down. But no, I would be open enough to hear them about the conversation.
Okay.
Me and my boys already had in-depth little, group talks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, about this, a little in-depth with it. And all they told them was to pause and get their food.
Brother's handling business right now. And all right, sis. All right, my sis Cali. What do you know about growing weed?
Sorry, Rube.
Oh, you got
Food's here.
You might want to ask that again.
no worries.
We done.
All right, Cali Rain. What do you know about growing weed?
Girl, I was just coughing.
I'm sorry. Hold up. Safe by MSMpod. I'll take a couple more puffs of this.
My bad. Let me.
All right. So, Cali Rain, what do you know about growing weed? Ese nga oye.
I'm sorry.
Are you gonna?
Because these door dashes, they be taking off with your food.
Yeah, if you're not there, really true story. I'm just kidding.
Open that or the window?
I mean, real quick story is that I do a little door dashing too, as this gig economy, but
That's what's up.
sometimes you come up on a free
It's that
meal because
money.
people don't answer their door, so I had to answer that.
It's just part of it. Answer your motherfucking doors if you want your food, okay? You have a tracking. You have a tracking.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm like, oh,
It shows you on the freaking app where they're at.
Real
exactly.
shit. Motherfuckers act like, they want us to come feed them too in the house. It's like, bruh, wait for your food.
They do.
Yeah.
But yeah, back on
Americans are lazy, by the way. That's why DoorDash exists. Okay, generally, I think Americans are lazy. I'm sorry, sue me.
They actually create these things to make us lazy.
True. Okay, she hit it off.
Become lazy.
Yeah, we become lazy because there's a bigger plan up there.
But I like it for convenience when you're busy and you're doing
Stay
things.
conscious. All right. Well, I gotta tell you, I gotta say something. I had a bad run-in with life, and I had to stay with this beautiful couple right here, and other family members, as well. And while we were there, we worked on a beautiful song, and they were both actually very much a part of it. Paid for studio and all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like this song is very like sacred. It's called Beautiful Ladies, and it's actually this theme song of Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana. And so Cali Rain, And another artist, Alaki Bao, featured on there. Myself, Rue.
Hey, shout out to
And hey, shout out Laki Bao. You know, you got that voice like glue that just brings it all together, holds it. And so, anywho, Callie, I just wanted to ask you, what was your inspiration about your lyrics that you wrote? Because your lyrics were I listen to them a lot, and sometimes they make me cry.
Oh, thank you so
Especially
much.
that part where you're talking about working for your home and your kids, because it's never resonated so much than now for me, right? And I think we as listeners of music, it depends on what you get out of the music. You know what I'm saying? You can make like the dopest ass song, but if no one really, has heard it, or if no one really relates to it, then Anyway, what was the inspiration about that verse you wrote?
Well, it was mainly for the concept of beautiful ladies. My definition of a beautiful lady, it's not just, my hair and nails are done, or like I'm dressed and dolled up, but beauty as far as you handling your business, you're taking care of your family, or like taking care of yourself, whoever's in your life. And because we have it hard too, so I just wanted to relate to women that are around me, that I have become, and also just women in general, those who struggle. And I think motherhood, womanhood, and
humanhood.
Yes, all
because
of
this
that
world is
has
weird.
their part to play in it. And yeah, it was just everything that we deal with on a daily basis. It's a struggle, and that was my inspiration behind the lyrics. I wanted you to feel like you are more than that.
That's awesome. This woman has written so many songs, actually, way before we did that together. In fact, she's a very big inspiration with her husband. Oh yeah, they're married, by the way. And so I'm also going to be asking you guys about relationship stuff, okay? Because we need some relationship advice up in here. But, hey, I need some relationship advice in here, okay? So, no, really, like, she's performed, and one thing I've seen in you, my queen, is that I've seen how you supported my brother, your husband. And it's not even a support where it's like, how people are just supposed to support. It's like, you know how you're supposed to support? She like supports like throughout, you know what I mean? And we love you for that. We love for that. And you know what I love is when you go to a family and you don't know who the in-law is. Because everyone is sharing, and everyone's so important, and everyone plays a vital role to the family.
I love that you said that. That's...
Sometimes they like her more than me.
Thank you. True words have never been spoken, actually. Thank you for saying that. You know what I mean? No, it's just a testament to it. I've always known from the moment that I met Cali Rain, I knew she really was digging my brother. I knew when they got married that she really was going to take care of my brother. Even before that, you know what I mean? I knew when they had their children that they were going to raise their kids no matter what. Come hell, rain, shine, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? And they actually, I used to tell them all the time, like, I can't wait to have kids.
You did.
So, Devotion, please tell us, how easier does your wife make your life?
Oh shit. I probably don't say it enough, but damn, I'd say about a good 80 to 90%.
99.99999.
Oh, yeah, right.
They're both very lucky to have each other. Let's say that, because my brother brings so much to the table. Real shit. And sometimes he got me looking at my partners like, okay, You know, my brother makes dinner for his family. Like, it's like a whole fucking gourmet meal. And it's like, it's so wrong to do that. But really, my mind goes on and I'm like, Ganga fights at training. You guys should put out training. Teach these motherfuckers. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to commend you, Devotion. Not even as my brother, because it sounds so biased. You know, of course you can be like, my brother, but no, fuck that. My brother got it going on. And he always had it going on. And, he's so humble about it. He can be an arrogant ass, but that's only with us. You know what I mean? But overall, he's a humble dude.
Did you say an Aries? No.
He is an Aries. That's for sure.
But I will say a good 80 to 90% of just genuineness comes from, you know what I mean, having some dope support from my wife.
Yes.
Of course, I'm like capable of doing and making anything happen. But yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Especially throughout the tough times. You know, I will say that the support system kicks in a lot deeper because, you know what I'm saying? I'll say this, like for a dude like me, and I could probably say, you know, for some of y'all who might know this, you know, when you got a dope female, sometimes you get a little laxed. And you kind of put it in cruise control and, you know what I mean? You don't notice how much they do, you know, take care of and make life a little bit more enriched. But, no, I'm not exaggerating. You know what I'm saying? She does a lot, and she reminds me that, come on now!
Right? Exactly. She does.
But,
That's
awesome.
It's all.
He
That,
does.
yes.
I'm also blessed.
Yes.
Devotion is an amazing father and husband, and I couldn't do what I do without him. So, thank you, babe. My king.
No, this is real shit. We're not even fucking playing with you, yo. So, like,
Love you, babe.
Love you.
if you guys could, if you guys joined a rap duo, right? Do the two of you together, right? What would it be called?
That was a good one.
Ooh.
It'd have to be very...
Sugar and spice. No, I'll just play.
I was
Okay.
thinking something storm.
Storm. A quiet storm.
No, because she quiet, he's a storm. No. He's passionate, he's strong, his presence is going to be felt when he's up in the room. So yeah, that's what I mean. And my sis here, man, she's
definitely the calmer side of us.
very level-headed,
side.
balanced, I would say, calm, serene, and peaceful. Damn, I am kissing y'all asses.
I know, let's roll with that.
No.
When's the real going to start?
I don't have time to lie to y'all.
This queen right here is
Aw.
amazing.
Aw.
She's amazing.
Thank
and
you, Queen.
I love you, and I'm
And I
proud of
believe you,
I'm
and I love
thankful
you.
to be here, sharing this with you, and
Thank
you
you.
having us here.
Thank you, Queen.
She's dope. This
Thank you.
woman is a true hustler. Serious. She will
I'm
do
just good at selling
anything.
shit.
She's
Ice
a
to an
dope
Esco.
salesperson.
Eyes
If
to a
you-
motherfucking
Oh,
Esco.
yeah.
He said it. That
Thank you.
word is
I
bond.
appreciate
Like
y'all.
really.
No, they've seen me through so many stages of my life. Like, I was so boy crazy. If you could imagine that. For those that know me right now that did not know me back then, you wouldn't say that I'm boy crazy. But I was boy crazy. I was insecure. I was looking for something, and I had it all along. And once I realized I had it all along, I think my life just got so much more better. And I felt God's blessings like on me more, you know, because I was being more true to myself. And I just encourage anyone who's having a hard time, don't fucking give up on yourself, because you're going to thank yourself when you're smiling and you're thanking God for your blessings and thanking God that your life didn't end. I was very close to it, but you know what? I had to shake things up because my life was too sheltered and I couldn't grow. I could only grow so much because I was held down so much. So I feel like once you lose every fucking thing, you just have to start from the very bottom or wherever the bottom is. Remember, it's just, you just don't give up on yourself. And if you need love, just like hug yourself. Like really. Sometimes I had to do that. All right, I love y'all so much. Devotion. Devotion is a beast. I feel like lyrically, to all the rappers that are listening right now, Devotion is a beast. Lyrically, he writes his own shit, so obviously that's awesome. His freestyle game is out of control to where it's like, you're gonna have to pay this motherfucker if you want him to freestyle for you now. Okay? I know I'm probably overstepping boundaries, but I just believe in him that much. We all do. All of his family does. But Devotion, what's been the biggest challenge for you trying to make music while living on Earth and raising a family?
I'd say balance, making it all balance out, because I got 3 kids. 2 are in high school. My baby girl, she younger, but busy just with family life. And anybody who's a parent out there knows that that's just a full-time gig. That doesn't stop. So trying to balance it all is a challenge for me, because I'm a full-time daddy. So trying to make time to be creative while grabbing some groceries and making sure kids are doing homework, but also at the same time even trying to be a husband. So definitely making and creating the balance in between it all. And but because I feel like at some creative level, like my mind is really like ADHD, like you said, like
I'm so ADHD.
My shit just be flying. So with that being said, like I'm a creative, just like a lot of y'all out there, just like these 2 are on here with us. So our minds are constantly racing. Mm-hmm. So trying to control that, and me as an MC, I need to get it out, or else it'll never be in the same energy of where that feeling of where that writing was. For some reason, that energy just needs to be either harvested or it's gone. For me, because so much is just coming through. I'm not on a shortage of energy with that. So if that doesn't get downloaded and saved, it's gone. So trying to balance harvesting the creativity and being just a regular family dude, and making sure that's all coming together, it does become a challenge.
Kudos, man. Their kids are so good. This is how you know someone's doing a good job, right? Is when your children are actually showing that as well. Their children are thriving. They're absolute geniuses in their own specific rights. All of our brains are wired differently. And I love my nieces and nephews so much. And it's just like, I think being an auntie is like a form of unconditional love, because when you have a kid, like, you have to love that shit, you know what I'm saying? you just have to. And then grandparents too, you just kind of have to. That's like your lineage. It's like actually parts of you. But when you're an auntie, and I think you can, and you love like that person, then you got God's love right there. Dang, this is not a Christian channel. I mean, this is not a religious channel or nothing. I don't ever bring up God, really. I'm just feeling some type of way.
Can I say this? I want to add to this, because you just kind of sparked the thought, was that the balance that I do have trouble sometimes making with the creative side and the personal life. I'll notice things, like you said, I'll notice where I am not able to show up as an artist. My kids are hella thriving in other areas, and I'm like, okay, that's the studio session that should have been booked, or something, or that's the little video shoot that we didn't get to make. But when you see your kids making their dreams happen, it's kind of even on a more cerebral high to be in that, in that space. So yeah.
That's what's up. Speaking about aunties that are amazing, I have an amazing sister who's she's also a mentor to me and to all of us. And anywho, let's give a hand to our favorite Auntie Net. What's your Auntie Net? What is it about hearing that word auntie that does it for you?
That's my favorite
Come
word.
behind her.
Get it?
Here, come here, Bruce.
No.
So you
Come
can.
here.
You have to come here. There's a space right here.
She's under witness protection, so we have to be careful. I'm just kidding.
Pretty much.
No, my sister's very private. So I respect
Don't
her
forget
privacy.
to hit us up every
We respect-
Wednesday. I'm
Woo!
Radio, Concrete
Boom, boom.
Jungle. We on West Coast Wednesdays, Fresh Coast, West Coast, California Wednesdays. Hit me up.
Boom, boom.
Bruh, bruh.
West Coast.
How do people get a hold of your social media outlets, please?
You can reach me directly at Devotion Hip Hop, Devotion Hip Hop on Instagram. My show Concrete Jungle, that's Jungle with the 1. Also on Instagram, all music, all over, and all music platforms. Google Devotion Soccer Dad, got music out. If you into the battle rap scene, I dabbled in it a little bit too, so hit me up on that YouTube.
He's a fucking beast,
We
man.
got the YouTube
Very
cracking,
knowledgeable with the battle.
and also we are also live on our podcast, Concrete Jungle. Add me on Twitch. We go live. We are starting off 2021 year with a blast, and we are meeting everybody up in space. What's up?
That's what's up. How do people get a hold of your social media handles?
No, stay
Don't
down.
leave anywhere, please, Auntie Nat. Don't leave nowhere.
You can get ready.
You already got it, please.
All right,
You look
Okay.
great. sis.
plug your stuff, babe.
Get it, queen.
Get it?
Get it, queen.
What am I doing?
No, she's gonna plug her social media.
Okay.
Currently, I only have a private one, like a personal one.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm totally open to being contacted as an artist or work or collabs. I'm working on things right now, so I'll have a better
That's a filter.
social media contact.
No, definitely.
But right now it's sfoto45 on Instagram, and that's currently where you can contact
Hit her up
me.
regarding business, bookings, and whatnot. She married, so let me just put it out there. Business only. Thank you.
Stay out those DMs.
Stay out the motherfucking DMs. If you need that, I'll give you a list.
No, you know what? You can DM me and I'll let them know what you
There
said.
you go.
No, I'm
There you
playing,
go.
just playing.
They'll read it and laugh at your shit together. But don't even fucking try it.
It's all good.
All right, so she gave you her social media handles. He gave you his social media handles. Auntie Net, what is your favorite thing about the word being called auntie?
Auntie's like universal to me.
Yeah.
You know, auntie's the one they can go to.
Oh, yeah.
You know, auntie's the second mom, but without the restrictions.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
And judgments and trauma,
All of it.
usually.
I'm the, you know,
Expectations.
I'm the little safe haven. That's what aunties are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the yes, they're the no. You know, no, you can't do that. No, you can't have it. Auntie, yes, you can.
Yes. Yes.
And she's a dope auntie.
Absolutely.
Auntie Net
Hey, but
inspired
kids-
me to be a dope auntie.
Yeah.
And
Me
I
too.
love being an auntie.
I-
Me
Thank
too.
you.
No, really, sis.
Really, me too.
She's really good with my kids, and
The little
That's
baby.
my babies.
they're
Yeah.
one of their favorite aunties. I'm not gonna lie. They're both dope aunties, actually. Both of you.
We have different flavors. You know.
Sometimes
We
the kids don't know how to
but
act
that's the beautiful
when
thing.
aunties are out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
We
But,
love them.
you definitely inspired me to be a good auntie.
I love
so.
you, sis. Thank you.
I love you too.
You inspired me to keep my grace.
Aw.
You
Yeah.
remind me of my grace.
You're so
You
graceful.
remind me of my grace, man.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Yep. Queen.
I-
Take it,
I-
Queen. This is the
Okay,
real queen.
okay.
We don't have time to lie to her or you guys.
I-
So yeah,
I'm
we
not
mean
used to
this.
Hearing it, but thank you.
Oh, Queen, we own. So as far as being, he's a dope ass uncle, right? How do you deal?
He's the
How do you
fun
deal
uncle.
with? How do you deal with family trauma, like as it pertains to goal setting? Is that a loaded question?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty loaded.
There's a lot to
Okay,
unpack there.
here's the thing. No. Here's the thing. I see devotion actually pulling himself out of sinking. You know that mud that sinks, that you sink at. What is that called?
Quicksand.
I see him pulling himself out of quicksand, ascending into this.
The Phoenix.
You know, the Phoenix.
The Phoenix rising. Yes.
The Phoenix rising.
Yes.
If you know what we're talking about, hit us up. Hit us up right here. Tell us how you know about this shit, because I'd like to know.
Rebirth.
Now, he is that. No, I'm serious. When you can pull your motherfucking self up the bootstraps and do something, how does this? Yeah, like how does? Like, but our family's crazy, yo. No, seriously. As everyone's family could be. But we know what we're dealing with. So I'm asking him, like, how do you, with all our family trauma, right? How do you look past it and still be there for everybody? Is that a better question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I just really recognize a lot of the bad that the trauma has done, and not being willing to like continue that cycle.
I love that.
Amen.
I love that, brother.
Just straight up, it's just
Amen.
it's
Amen.
deep in damage, like truly, like to the soul and to the core.
To the core.
Yeah.
You know, that's why.
But we're here and healing, right?
Yes.
Definitely.
Still smiling.
Definitely.
Man.
So I say, just definitely learning from everything that we've gone through and understanding that how much that affects us if we just kind of continue to live in that. So yeah, I hate living in that shit. And like she said, you know, I think I'm a little too bougie for it too, because it's like, you know what I mean? You got to have a richer state of mind in order to have a richer life. So I really just kind of try to pull myself out of it in that state. Because, yeah, for anyone out there who's gone through some really traumatic shit, you know that sometimes it just kind of sits in the back of your head.
We're healing as a family.
And
while smoking weed.
Yeah, and also too, like, as, you know, it does sit with me. You know, I think it sits with all of us. But as it does sit with me, or if it sits with you, like I make it like a homie, like, hey, what's up? I'll see you there. You know what I mean? But we're not gonna kick it like that. We're gonna channel it. So
protecting your energy. So he's very good at protecting his energy, and that's why, like, I think I'm pretty sure how he does it. I just want y'all to hear from him on how he does it. That's beautiful. Thank you for that. I have a story about devotion. We were kids and we were playing or something, and I did something inappropriate. And he looked at me and he was like, ew, you're nasty. But the way that my brother told me that I was nasty, like I was like, it made me like, oh dang, I need to check myself. You know what I mean? And I love my brother because he's the most safest person you could be around. And this is all of my older brothers, but we talking about him right now.
I agree.
Like you could be there. No, like you could be
He's
there.
always there. He's a safe home.
So safe. And safe spirit wise too. He's not gonna fuck anybody over.
Yeah.
He's not gonna hurt your feelings intentionally. And he's gonna be honest with you. So
he's gonna be up front.
He's gonna be up front.
Right there on Front Street.
And
VIP parking right there.
And I used to mistaken his upfrontness was for asshole, and I would just be like, damn, he's such an asshole. But no, that was wrong. That was wrong, because you can't simplify something as being an asshole. It's like, okay, someone's acting some way. Why is he coming at you like that? You know what I mean? And I think before our brother died, like sometimes he would talk to me like, damn, Rue, you can't be doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I like that, because we have to call each other out on one. And I love how you be calling me out too. This queen has called me out on my bullshit, because we have to. If you know better, you gotta each one teach one.
You know what I admire about that?
Better.
I had spoken to my dad wrong. And she told me as a woman, she said, don't talk to your dad like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Fuck up and said, don't talk to your dad like that. I respect my hats off.
I so respect that. Those are hard things to do.
I can't believe you remember that, sis.
I can't. Those are hard things to do.
I actually felt really guilty for talking to her like that, because I felt like I was overstepping.
That's what you call.
Because that's your dad too. So you know.
It was
love
just
you for
a
that.
natural instinct. and
Yeah, 'cause
I-
you
I
down.
told
If I
myself,
didn't
like,
tell you
oh,
thank you,
shoot.
I loved you for that.
I love that
I
you're
felt
thanking
like
her for
I
that.
I loved her for that.
Yeah.
Because it made me check myself, and I looked back and I was saying to my
Yeah.
dad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It made me check myself.
That's what's up. Hey,
That's
this
what's
is
up.
good. I
That's-
like this. This is like therapy.
Yes. But
Even
that's
though we've
what's up.
already, yeah.
No, my respect, like, I gave you my total
Uh-oh.
utter respect right there, you know? No, I love that moment.
Thank you, sis.
No,
I-
thank you. You reminded
I-
me. That's why I said
I
I love your
actually
grace.
felt bad. I was like, dude, I shouldn't
No.
have said anything.
No, it's good that
I
you know you
felt
don't
like
have to
I-
feel bad because you did the right thing.
No.
Broke the cycle.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, break the cycle of your generational
Yes,
traumas
check
as
it.
easy as much as you can. It's like simple things
And I
like
love, you know,
speaking
like
kinder,
actually getting
you know,
the
more
opportunity to say it is very this is very healing.
Yeah, it needs to get out.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially when you deserve a thank you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Aretha said, or no, Betty Wright said, love, no, it was Aretha. Love without showing it's like being like, I forgot the fucking lyrics. That sucks.
Oh, I know.
You know what
you're
I
talking
mean?
about.
You know, Betty Wright, I think.
Song, I
Pure
know.
Love? Oh no, Aretha.
Man.
Love without being shown is taken for granted. Hi.
Devo, devotion. Shit, why am I saying Devo? Devotion. Your 3 top female musical influences, please.
My mom, my wife, and Lauryn Hill.
Ah!
Thank you.
I love that. I love that. And as far as you, Queen, who your two